Daisy and the Trouble with Nature. Chapter 5. The trouble with secret voices is, if they are too quiet, no one can hear what you are saying, even if you formed a secret circle. I can't hear you, whispered Sanjay. I can't hear you either, whispered Dotty and Dotty. No one can hear you, whispered Jack. I said, if nature won't come to us, then we need to go to nature, I shouted. Too loud, said Gabby, taking her arm off my shoulder and giving her ears a rub. That wasn't a secret voice, said Nishta, standing up straight and putting her hands over her ears. Honestly, you try and do something in secret, and everyone else's close-up hearing skills nearly ruin it. Luckily, there were no teachers standing nearby when I started shouting. If there had been, my whole entire secret plan would have been ruined. Once our secret circle had got back into a secret circle again, I told everyone exactly what my plan was. Our new school nature garden is the worst school nature garden in the universe, interrupted Jack. Agreed? I said. Agreed. Everyone nodded. A school nature garden should have nature in it, not just mud. And we shouldn't have to wait about 100 years for the nature to arrive. Agreed? Agreed. Everyone nodded. So let's not wait any longer, I said. If nature won't come to us, let's go to nature instead. How do you mean? Whispered Gabby. I mean, when we get home this afternoon, let's look in our gardens, find some nature and bring it in. To school, you mean? Asked Barry. Yes, I said. Let's find some nature, bring it to school, and turn our mud garden into a nature garden with actual nature in it. It was a genius idea. In fact, it was such a genius idea that everyone in our secret circle didn't just say agreed, they shouted agreed so loudly that both teachers in our playground turned around and looked at us. But it was okay because the teachers' ears were normal-sized ears, so neither of them had any idea what we had secretly agreed on. Our secret plan was still totally secret. I know what I'm going to bring to school, said Jack Beatrice as we turned our secret circle into more of a secret square. What? I asked. A grizzly bear, he whispered. A grizzly bear? Gasped Polar Potts. Where are you going to get a grizzly bear from? That would be telling, Jack said, tapping the side of his nose. I'm going to look for butterflies, said Gabby. I've seen some pretty yellow ones in my garden. There'll be brimstones, said Barry. Male brimstone butterflies, actually. They are the really yellow ones. Brimstones are mostly common to the southern half of England. I'll tell you what's mostly common to my garden, said David Alexander. Slugs. Slugs eat my mom's lettuces all the time. Definitely get some slugs, said Jack. I'm going to look for ladybirds, said Dotty. 7 spot, 5 spot, or 13 spot? Asked Barry. Just ladybirds, she said. I'm going to look for man-birds, said Colin with a grin. There's no such thing as man-birds, said Harry. I know, sighed Colin. It was a joke. Whatever you look for, make sure you can hide it in your school bag, I told everyone when we get to school tomorrow morning. We don't want everyone knowing we've brought nature with us." "Yes, Jack," said Gabby. "A grizzly bear isn't exactly going to fit inside your school bag, is it?" "A grizzly bear cub would," he said. "Not if the mother bear sees you first," said Barry. "An angry grizzly could chase you faster than a greyhound." "And bite you harder than a hyena," said Colin, remembering what Barry had said earlier. "If you take a grizzly bear cub from its mother, you won't be putting her cub in your school bag. The mother will be putting you in her mouth." "Not if I run faster than a greyhound, she won't," said Jack. "You only came third on sports day," said Gabby. "That's because I only stayed in third gear," he said. That's the trouble with Jack. He has an answer for absolutely everything. "Listen, everyone," I said as the bell began to ring. "Whatever nature we bring into school tomorrow, we have to keep it a secret. Agreed?" "Agreed!" everyone shouted in not very secret voices at all.